Hello viewers, welcome to Code for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Taxi backend apps inside today we need to create here the edit service and delete service API. We need to integrate and callings we need to here and to also modify inside the Node.js edit service API. First of all, we need to edit here the response. We need to needs here the return the edit and change events response need to needs here. That's why I need to modify here. First of all, we need to go inside and here to find out here the edit service API. Like this, we need to call here the previous nodes API create times. We need to write down here. First of all, we need to edit here. We need to response here only the successfully update response need to returns, but we need to needs here the return is updated the response we need to objects are the needs inside the angulars. That's why I need to modify this API. First of all, so need to go here the select query list are need to needed and need to updates. Need to first of all the copy this here and to write down inside the update query. First of all, so need to go here and we need to paste this here and to also need this here the data. Need to paste, need to copy this query here, cut here and to post this here and to write down here the semicolons between to append this query here, write down and to paste this here and to set here the where conditions. We need to give this here the service ID. Need to give here, copy this here this service ID. We need to paste this here and need to write down here equal to ID like this sets here. And now need to give again, need to copy and paste this lines here and to write down like this, and also need to give this here 0. We need to set of 0 index value. We need to affected row are the more than 0. Then need to returns here the success and need to give this here the payloads. We need to returns here to write down inside double quotes the payload, and to give this here the returns results index of ones. We need to use here the second query data. That's why I need to use here index ones and to return this here the value of 0 like this and to return this payloads. Now need to save this here and to restart this API and node servers. Need to restart done, and now need to integrate inside the AngularJS. Need to first of all the creates here the edit service components. We need to create here. First of all, so need to go here and to write down here the ng component C for the shortcuts for here, and to give this here the paths data management slash. Need to give this here the service details, service list not details, and slash we need to give this here the edit service like this. We need to write down here and to create here the edit service inside this here the create here, and to get this here the edit service. First of all, need to go edit documents and to copy here the HTML page. You need to needs here copy here, and we need to paste this here the inside edit service inside. We need to paste this data here and to rename this here edit service like this sets here. Also we need to copy service list inside. We need to need this data. We need to copy this data here, the all data we need to see here, copy here, and we need to paste this here like this sets here this all data. Also need opens here the screen. That's file. Need to copy this data or the edit object, and to also import here this service models What's here like this sets. And now need to need these two functions here. Also need to copy here and we need to change this here. New to edit object like this. Write down here also another service ID like this. Adds here. I also need to configure here. Go document list, edit documents, and to open this TS files. Need to copy these constructors. Need to paste these constructors and to also need reference injectable get dialog data web service like this. We need to put this here. Also need to copy here the open stack bar, paste this here. Also imports here like this. We need to add this here this value and to change this name update data. Functions names need to change this here the update data like this. We need to set this here and also need here if this dot icons files well, and we to call this here but here's paste this here, copy against them for the top icons like this. That's here, add this here. Also need to update data inside to remove here the null conditions, those may be optionals. Now we need to return these objects to these edit objects here, also here. So here's we dot edit service like this to change this here the service names and to create layers and we need to save these layers data. Also need to change edit object like this. You need to save this here these files, save these here for this edit objects. Now need to both and we need to go here the service list ts files and we need to functions uncomment this code and we need to edit service component like this. That's here and I need to find out here service is this put this info and update these tables like this. Sets here for the edit objects, and also need to create for the deletes. Write down here the delete service, here the service ID. Also need to copy here like this. We need to set this here for the deletes and edit the service. And now need to run this here this codes. First of all, to press inside the F5 and need to execute build these projects. Not working, issue with X buttons are not configured. That's why I need to get here the error. First of all, I need to open here edit documents ts files and to copy here these functions are the deletes because I need to find copy here and to go inside the arrays and to set here the ts files inside. Need to paste this here this data. Now again build these projects again, and I need to refresh this page. See you. Now here gets working good, no any issue, and now need to go inside the data management and to go here the service edit buttons are think this edits working good, no any issue, and we need to also here the buttons. Need to get here the errors. Need to about the check what is the errors. Sorry, check it. Go here the logins and line number 70669 and to this first query. No need to and we need now need to paste this here this value and here. Like this sets here this all data and to put this here this value like this sets. Save again, need to restart this API node server, open terminals, close this here and run again and to try again to update this data records. And now service updated successfully. Okay, now edit again, so need to change this here the descriptions to write down here 1 2 3 and to updates again, so to reflect this here this data. Also need to refresh this UI again, so need to get same data like this sets here this value. And now also need to also here the delete methods are the server internal errors. We need to get this here inside the node servers. Need to first of all the check this here the regarding this here the errors. We need to fix this here edits and documents. Find out the deletes API Let service status. Again, so you need to false and to check gets errors. Errors maybe with this query. You need to identify the here issue. You need to set here question what, but you need to give this here service ID, not give the status. That's why you need to get here the errors. You need to give this here the status too, like this sets, and to restart this node servers and to fix these errors. Now again, so you need to call this here these functions and to check here work or not. Calls here the delete functions, and now documents deleted successfully. We need to delete this message. We need to also here need to go set the service list TLS files and to write down here the service is updates here. Also need to check here inside the edits to check this here the message for that is sets here. And now need to displaying here the image updatings. So we need to check this here work or not reflect this UI. Go here and to here's our data. Now go HTMLs and we need to displaying here the image. Opaque side here down here. This here. Into that settings. So need to check here G and to set this expressions need to copy and need to here icons not equal like this sets here this value and at this here and also need to check here like this sets here need to save this here check against need to restaurant TTP like here taxi up and I need to go here service details and to status as a sets here and now we can reload this page. Now displaying here the image but not full path. That's why I need to not displaying here, so need to modify the API inside. Need to set this here the path Also need to copy again. Need to paste this here like this sets. Save here like this here. And first of all, we need to modify inside this conditions. Need to write down here for the select. First of all, need to go this here the helper class and to create here the local path at this here the URLs and to check here the server ports is here definitions like this sets here and to append this path inside the our course for the image URL. Need to first of all the go service and we need to write down here the icons and to write down here the case conditions then and else parts need to write down here like this sets okay but here's not equal to single quotes and we need to write down here the concat functions we need to calls concat to strings we need to write down here the concat write down quotes write down here the helper but path need to check here us at this sets here and to set here the columns like this sets icon like this sets here also need to copy here's value here copy and this here like this sets here save this and to again so need to copy and to reflect with the modifications here and to here paste this here. And to restart this node servers like this and to refresh data that's here the server internal errors need to check this here what is issue else conditions maybe inside the issue typo need to typo here need to fix here now this is the fix this here the else conditions and to restart this again and to run again. So need to check this here working or not. Restart this page and to get this data here displaying image are not displaying. Why? Console logs. Like this sets here this value are the displaying and reflect issues of API inside. Now we need to set here we get configurations for the related the image. Need to set here some fix inside the CSS files. Need height and width for the image tag. Stop on to define here the 70 pixels as well as need to get this here cells. After need to object fit need to set this here content. Another use this here the alignments as a contents alignments need to set here the centers and also need to give here the box shadow need to define here and to give this here cells 5 pixels and also need to put here RGB GB here 0 0. Also need to copy again and paste this here like this shadow need to copy and paste need to set like this here the shadow. Now need to set here the margins are the needed need to 8 pixels like this sets here these files and save. To image displaying an issue you need to push letters. Now need to go up icon. Price need to change this here the orders. Save this here. Here. Now here the displaying here also need to check here the elements lines. Copy here and to check this here. Here not gets this image. We issue with years. Now need to check inside the node. This is the backends. Now need to check here the first of all the add API. Pop icons. Sure. Also need to check inside the edit. Paste this here. Now need to save. Start again and to fix this API. Now need to edit against this value here. And you need to set here the top icons. And update this here and to get this here data. Like this, the displaying here the both value, and next video inside need to create here the full screens displaying this image. Need to create here the full review pop-ups need to develop inside the next video. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.